Literally, I think that's what Vaughn is alluding to. Let's play it back a biggie.
Like a third party got involved.
There we go.
Things just stop while that happens,
Yeah.
right? So that's kind of what the majority of this time has been. Recently, we got to a point where like a third party got involved again, came and spoke to us. We once again went through the process. The third party was under a different impression. The facts speak to a different thing.
Right.
They received the facts. They looked at it. Okay, hold on. Maybe there's a way we can get through this. Bro, we got right to the point where, again, we reignited the idea and said, listen, if we do this, we're happy to go our separate ways afterwards. Done.
Dase, right? Steve is saying that's what every artist tries to do. If Zoo had the guap, he would just pay for it to be terminated. Literally. I think that's what Vaughn is alluding to. You know what I'm saying? They want to cash out, not just terminate. They're very smart, as they should be, Eeps. We're not getting into business. We're not getting in bed together, and I'm not gonna bust a nut. The blood that are we doing here? I need to release some. And if you leave me with blue balls, we beef. Have to be beef. Crazy analogy, works for me. Pause, by the way. All I'm saying is that Zoo probably wanted to get out the contract without meeting his profit margins that the label were anticipating. We spent money on you, Buddha. We spent guapito on you. We had a whole budget set out for you. We already allocated certain deposits that have to be reserved for your albums to be recorded and released. So now our contract with those deposits that have been paid with those set businesses that have to provide services, we can't get them back. Unfortunately, Zoo, you owe us money, allegedly. Guys, this is the music industry, this is the music business. If you don't know music education, unfortunately, it's gonna be a tough conversation for you to literally understand. Not to say that I'm an expert or anything of that nature, but these are kind of basics. These are literal basics. Ask easy. You feel what I'm saying? So it's kind of childish to some degree that Zoo just wants to walk away scot-free without meeting his duties and obligations that he signed up to. You feel what I'm saying? Siv goes on to say that that's what every artist tries to do. We read that already. That contract is definitely worth an M or two, probably, right? I mean, Zoo is Zoo, so I'd be shocked if it's anything less than an M. I'd be shocked. No way, fuck. That contract is definitely worth an M or two. That's why they are being so patient with the situation. They want to make money with Zoo, and he doesn't want to help them make the money, or he doesn't want to, you feel me, make these brews profit, pretty much, right? Siv also goes on to say that even if they haven't spent money on him yet, they want to spend money to make money, obviously. And he's like, nah, because of personal views. Childish. That is not how business works. I'm sorry, Zoo. It's not how business works, especially in the music business. Guys, again, I said this 3 years ago. This episode is from what, 2 years ago? Yeah. I said this 2 years ago, guys. I was like, yo, watching this episode, I was like, Zoo, I knew it. I knew Zoo just wants to, walk away scot-free without literally meeting his end of the bargain, end of the deal. Literally. And that's exactly what happened. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what the bro said on this podcast. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, this is just probably another empty situation where, an artist just got the short end of a stick in a contract that they signed. Didn't read the fine print. Zoo is a smart bro. I'm 100% sure Zoo read the fine print. 100% sure. You know what I mean? But now because this white bro Vaughn stepped on his toes, now it's like, oh my god, Kenny Kunene goes around on podcasts calling everybody racist now. Come on, bro. I knew that Kenny Kunene was bugging. I knew he was tweaking. I knew it. Siv is like, yo, they let him keep his label with its catalog. They just want him to meet his end of the deal. Point blank, period. Hardy. Bro, we literally let you keep your whole label, dog. We let you vibe, boys, with Piff Audio. You can have Piff Audio. It's fine. You wanted to terminate the contract with the management? Cool, buddy. You mad that one of your managers stepped on your toes. You guys had a little personal altercation that was work related, and now you pissed about it. We're gonna let you go. Fine. Scott's free. Terminate the management contract. A week later, a month later, however long it took, allegedly, you wanted to also terminate the Piff Audio, Stay Low Piff Audio little alliance. No problem. Vibe. It's fine. You don't want to meet your obligations under that contract? Vibe. It's fine. But there's a bigger contract than that one, boys. You signed to Stain Entertainment. That's a whole bigger situation, that one. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, dog, you just have to give us a certain percentage of the investment that we probably allegedly contributed in your career. We had projections to make an X amount of money, and since you wanna dip, I guess we're not gonna see those profits, but at least meet us halfway, meet us in a certain, I don't know, I was gonna say tax bracket, wrong word. Meet us lana fit, at least give us this amount of money so that we can at least recoup the losses that we already made on your career. How did you? And if you can't do that, boy, you're not going anywhere. Guys, these are basics. I knew it. I knew that Kenny Kunene was bugging. I knew Kenny was bugging. Now he has to go explain in court why he literally threatened these brews. He literally threatened these brews, talking about, yo, money is not bulletproof. And your blood clot brews don't know for a fact that in the streets where I'm from is Kenny Kunene, we deal with brews like you the street route. Bro, ideally, allegedly, that's pretty much what Kenny was saying. Tough words coming from somebody who's saying that I'm going to help Zoocci. Those are tough words. And unfortunately, with words like that, you're not going to help Zoocci at all whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. But let's keep going, Chad. Tough.
No problem, right? At that, you wanna say?
Before we proceed too far, because I don't know if you had liberty to say exactly what was required for you guys to separate. Was it just like give us an album and then dip?
Yeah, there's
in layman's terms, just to put it bluntly.
Yes. To put it bluntly, it would be like it depends on how you package it. The way we do things as a label is we don't say it must be an album, it must be an EP. There's a certain amount of songs that we then collaborate on to say, but to answer your question in layman's terms, I would say it would probably be an album and an EP. It could be one album and a deluxe. It could be anything like that, right? It just depends on how we decided.
Chat, does anybody know how many albums or EPs Zoocci did with Stay Low? Does anybody know?
Package it collectively, okay? So when,
Yeah, and so I just want to get a couple of things clear before we proceed further.
Sure.
And in the songs that he sent to you, which was 2-3 days later after that agreement?
No, he didn't. He didn't send the songs.
Oh,
he didn't send the songs.
Are not sent.
Yeah, he didn't send the songs. I think what he was at that point. I think what he was thinking was I think at that I don't want to like speak incorrectly, but I think he was looking to release something outside of Stay Low because it was something that the fans wanted or whatever the case is. And then I think the correction was like, no, bro, if you release anything, it has to go through Stay Low. That's what the agreement says. And I think that there was like a fallout or a misunderstanding of how that works, you see. And then that progressed into more frustration. And then,
guys, what are they talking about? Zoocci wanted to drop something outside of Stay Low? Wait, somebody did mention this, man. Who did Zoocci want to work with? And Stay Low was like, boy, it's not happening. Did he want to do a collaborative tape with somebody outside of Stay Low? Can't remember. Guys, please, chat. If anybody knows, please let us know. Let's go.
And what happened is, the lawyers came and then there was like, and sometimes, bro, like when you feel a certain way, you receive feedback from your lawyers and then them going, yo, there's nothing wrong with this. In fact, this is actually one of the better deals we've seen in the country. That's not always the best thing to hear, right?
Let's keep it a stack, dog. I can't imagine Zoocci getting a pop deal. Zoocci is one of the most treasured hip-hop acts in the country. I can't imagine Zoocci getting a pop deal because he's got mad leverage. The brew is boost talented. The brew has a whole sound. Bro, who's 25K without Zoocci? Who's Demondays without Zoocci? Should I keep going? Stop playing with me. You know what I'm saying? Homestars is Himothy. Like, does he work for Sony? Is he an engineer in Sony? I don't know. Probably. Is he making beats for Sony? I don't know. Probably. Brew is different. Himothy. He's home slice. On a serious note. So, I can't imagine Zoocci sitting there with his whole representatives, chilling with the execs there in Stain Entertainment and Stay Low management team, and they duke him off of his rightful financial, deserving type of margins. I feel like they would make sure that Zoocci gets paid well. You know what I'm saying? And Zoocci still feels like he got the short end of the stick. I don't know, Chad. I don't know. I don't think so. At this point, Kenny Kunene just has to leak the Blood Clot contract. Fuck is we talking about?